Good afternoon, Raiders hockey fans, and welcome to the Bob Snodgrass Recreation Complex in High River, Alberta for the Rocky Mountain Raiders taking on the Edmonton Pandas today. Warm-ups are underway. We've got about 8 minutes left to go in warm-ups, and then we'll come right back and get busy with some AFHL action.
Welcome to the Bob Snodgrass Recreation Complex. This afternoon, your Rocky Raiders take on the Edmonton Pandas. That was a bit of a tongue twister, eh? You ready, bud? Please stand if you can. Remove your headgear for the playing of O Canada.
Well, welcome. We are just a little south of Okotoks today in High River. The Raiders are going to take on the Edmonton Pandas. Highly contested game with the Pandas in third place and the Raiders in second, only separated by 1 point, but the Raiders do have a one-game advantage. Raiders have 24 games and the Pandas 23. A few scratches from today's game on the Raiders. We got Ali Karen, Hallie Lawrence, Genesee Williams, Krista Skirfield, and McKenna Welby out. We have Phelan Thompson, number 41, filling in as a goalie. Second goalie, number 34, Sarah Kerr. And we have number 2, Asha Hansen on defense. Raiders top scorers, still Kai Berbandi and Sydney Benko, both with 20 points. On the Pandas, we have Sage Taylor and Emma Hebert. Always a fast game when the Pandas are here. Highly skilled, fast team, and we should be good for a good match, even though the Raiders are down 25% of their team.
Pedam Shen into the draw. Pandas control, get into the Raiders zone, chip it in behind the net. Pedam Shan goes to pick it up. Pedam Shan in behind her net, surveys the action, chips it into the corner. Ingram grabs the loose puck on the half board. She's bumped by Sage Taylor, but gets it up the boards, not out. Taylor dumps it in behind the net, and Borbandi goes back to gather it up. She chips it up the board. Ingram's there as well. Ingram can't get it by a pinching Panda player. And Pedam Shan gets the puck out, leaves it for Borbandi. Borbandi with some speed, throws it down the ice. The captain for the Panda jumps it right back in. Raiders control and get it down the ice, and that's going to be the icing on the Raiders. 19:21 to go here in the first period of play, and the Raiders ice it right off the bat. The Pandas come out with some good jump after their victory in the Female World Sports School Championship in Winnipeg last weekend. Scramble draw. Kaya Borbandi wins it though and gets it back with a second effort. Trotter gathers it up behind the net, gets it over to her deep partner Elliott. Elliott chips it up, long stretch pass, hits Benko. Benko comes in, she has Hobbs in front, tries to push it by, but Borbandi gathers up the loose puck, puts it there for Hobbs. Hobbs back to the line, Trotter back to Hobbs. Hobbs dumps it in behind the net. Benko gathers up the loose puck, leaves it there for Borbandi, pinches her own player off, and the Pandas are trying to get that loose puck. Raiders scrambling in the corner. Borbandi pushes that puck free, but it comes to the line for Elliott. Elliott throws one towards the net, deflects right out in front. Borbandi couldn't find the handle, and a good pinch down by Trotter keeps the puck in. Thrown back behind the net, and Benko still in on the forecheck. Raiders make a change. Comes right out in front. Trotter down in deep, or Clouston now on the puck, and it comes to the line, but not out. Kept in by Hansen. Hansen dumps it back in deep. And in goes the Raiders on the forecheck again. Clouston pokes that puck free, and Matthews now getting some action in there. Takes a hit in the corner, digging deep for a puck. Ref telling him to move it, And the puck comes free, and the Raiders come away with that loose puck. Comes the line for Hansen. Hansen throws one towards the net. That one's deflected into the corner. Matthews, alongside McKibben, doing a great job of working that puck free. Right out front, Klusten puts it right under the pad of Huygens. How did she make that save? That was so close. Raiders with a good chance.
Well, finally the Raiders get back in this game. The first shift was all Pandas, and the last two with the Burbandy line and the Klusten line have been all Raiders. So 7:59 in the first period. Fortunately, we have a tough time seeing the score clock from where we're sitting, so updates will be as good as we can get them.
Raiders win that draw. Hobbs wins it, gets it off onto the half boards, chips it into the corner. Pandas gather up loose puck, get it line but not out. Poked free by Borbani, and she goes down in deep. Hobbs now pokes that puck free, gets it back to Borbani at the line. She throws a shot, rifles it high and wide up over top of the net. Hansen pinches down. She chokes down and gets one into the corner. Raiders doing a good job of forechecking. Finally, the Pandas come away with the puck, and they skate it to the line and out. Borbani pinches her player off. Good play there by Borbani. And that puck's now free, and the Pandas have it control. Hansen gets it behind the net, pokes it back behind the net, and the Pandas come away with the loose puck right out in front, and that squeaks out into the neutralized zone. Pandas with a good pushback shift after two great shifts. Wiltshire pushes that puck free, and Ingram now has a chance. Ingram shoots. Penham Shan tied up. That could have been a penalty. She had her hands all tied up. Raiders get the puck at the blue line. Santos does a good job of pushing it back. Pace of play here is pretty fast in the early goings. Pandas get that loose puck and push it into the far corner. Chipped up off the boards, but a good forecheck there by the Raiders. Good pinch down by Elliott. Elliott battling hard there alongside, looks like Penham Shand. And they're going to call that. We're going to have a face-off deep in the... No, he's calling this one to come outside the zone.
Well, 16:41 left in the first period. I think we're going to see a bit of a rougher game. Looks like certainly a new referee and two linesmen in a different town, and I think they're going to really let these girls play, Peter.
It looks like it.
Be a great game.
Raiders win that draw. Elliott gets it in. She dumps it in deep, and in on the forecheck goes Kaya Borbandi. Borbandi tried to pinch that one off. Can't keep it in the zone, and Elliott comes back to center and gathers up the loose puck. She surveys the action, puts a pass right up the middle to Benko. Benko kicks it. Shot goes wide. Back behind the net, the Raiders on the forecheck. Benko into the corner, trying to push that puck free. She's joined by Hobbs. Pandas come away with a loose puck, but Hobbs there to kick that free, and she's going to gather up the loose puck. Battling hard, pushes it back into the corner, and the Pandas come away with a loose puck. Pandas go reverse it, try and get it out, and they get it up into the neutralized zone. Blown up there nicely by Matthews, and Borbandi pokes that puck free, and Trotter gathers up the puck behind the net, gets it to Matthews. Matthews puts a pass into the middle, but it gets intercepted by the captain, Jarvis of the Pandas. D to D, Hopkins has it. And a good check there by Matthews, and that's going to be a penalty. So with that, the Raiders are going on the first penalty kill of the game at 15:41. Jordan Matthews going for 2 minutes for body contact. And there'll be a face-off coming up deep in the Raiders zone.
Even though our normal referee's not here, I still want to say body check. Our normal referee gives me a hard time all the time.
Borbandi gathers up the one face-off, comes to the line but not out. Right there, though, is to fight for it as a Raider. Comes free, comes right back to Santos, and she's going to rifle it all the way down the ice. Panda's goaltender out to stop that for a defenseman. And then on the forecheck goes Klusten. Klusten going to bother and force a pass. Pandas come out, hit the blue line. Try a long pass, but Klusten had it hit her. Dumped back in deep by Croson. And the Raiders doing a good job with 1:25 to go here in the penalty.
Great start to the penalty kill. The Raiders getting actually good pressure, and Pandas really haven't had an opportunity as yet.
And that's going to be an icing call on the Pandas, and we're going to have a face-off in the offensive zone with 1:17 to go in the penalty.
Great start to the penalty kill, as mentioned by the Raiders. Lots of pressure. The Pandas try to break out there and actually fired a puck into the back of Klusten, and they were lucky to get that back in. So we'll see how the Raiders fare in the next minute and 17.
Oh, they got too many men on.
You're really going to lean down low to see those penalties, Peter. I'm going to put in for a back massage after this
exactly.
game. Holy.
Raiders get kicked out as they had 5 people on, trying to cheat the penalty kill there, but Penham Shan comes away with the face-off win anyways. Ingram did a good job on the draw, and Penham Shan picked up that loose puck. Ingram causing some trouble here on the Pandas exit. And finally they get it up into the neutral ice and enter the zone. Reed dumps it off, gets it into the corner, pinched off nicely by Ingram.
Great job by Ingram.
Keeping everything to the outside, and the Raiders doing a good job boxing it up. 52 seconds to go on the penalty. Shot comes through traffic. Pad saved by Thompson.
Saved by Thompson.
The Raiders get a hold of that. Oh, and unlucky, it hit the referee. Comes right back. I don't know why he was standing right where he was, but Reed, shot through traffic, deflected wide, goes up to the blue line and kept back in, and Trotter now is going to have some time and space, and she's going to go back behind her net. She rifles it off the boards and all the way down the ice. Nope, not quite.
26 seconds left in the power play to the Pandas.
Pandas regroup in their own zone. Basterdash grabs it. She's bothered there by the captain, Borbandi. Borbandi loses her stick. And penalty coming up for the Raiders.
Basterdash.
No, it's on Borbandi.
Wow.
So with 6 seconds to go, there's going to be a short 5-on-3 perhaps. Nope, no 5-on-3, just another penalty.
First penalty is over.
First penalty's over, and that's going to do it. So looks like Borbandi, who had the stick slashed out of her hands, is going to get 2 minutes for holding, maybe?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not.
2 minutes?
2 minutes for
slashing. Well, Borbandi was one that lost her stick, so I don't know how she got a slash, but either way, the Raiders killed off one penalty, now have to kill off another with 13:35 to go here in the first period of play.
Pandas only got 2 shots in that power play, and I think one of them was maybe wide.
I thought the one got deflected wide. So
excellent job by the Raiders on that penalty kill. As the boys from Spit and Chicklets would say, we were buzzing.
Benko wins the draw, comes back to the line, kept in, but Benko's going to be, she just about poked that one free. She was off to the races had she got that one out of the zone. Raiders do a good job to get that out of the zone. Long gathers it up for the Pandas, gets it in. Taylor being bothered there by Hansen at the line, and they can't enter the zone cleanly. Comes back. Borbandi gathers up that loose puck, and she chips it all the way down with 1:36 to go in the captain's penalty.
Well, I'll tell you.
Squirts by the goaltender now. Benko's got a chance.
Here. Oh, great shot by
the goaltender. Great shot by
got that one.
Benko. Just wanted to get a quick shot off and get off the ice. Goaltender came out, cut down the angle nicely, and made it the nice save. Squirts by the goaltender now. Benko's got a chance. Great shot by the goaltender. Great shot by Team Alberta representative this year in the under-18. Just wanted to get a quick shot off and get off the ice. Pandas get it out. Goaltender came out by Santos, though. Santos gets it to line and out. Raiders regroup. Klusen gathers up that puck. Can't get it outside the zone. That hit a Panda player. And she does a good job of tying up the Panda player. That was just as much a body check as the one that was a penalty. And Trotter gathers it up, reverses it. Klusen's going to try and get this one out of the zone. Finally does. McKibben in on the forecheck now, and finally Santos gets it in, and Buttle goes in, and Santos gathers it up. There's 2 Santoses on the ice, one for the Raiders and one for the Pandas.
12:15 left.
Elliott's going to try and win the race to this puck against Santos for the Pandas. Santos gathers up that puck.
Careful.
Reed gathers that up. She takes a high stick. That one's not called. Comes back to the line for Hopkins. Hopkins puts it D to D. That one gets deflected wide. Comes right out in front. Shot comes through traffic, and that's deflected wide by Santos. Good job to get in the lane by Alicia Santos.
15 seconds left in the Raiders penalty.
Going to gather up this loose puck. Matthews has a chance to get this one up and out. Gets it to the line and all the way down. That should do it for the power play.
Well, the Raiders a little scrambly at the end of their power play. The Pandas finally got a little pressure, but we escaped another penalty with nothing.
And Benko again with an interception and comes in. Borbandi fresh out of the penalty box. Goes right back to work. This line's been dynamite so far this game. Benko reverses it. Tries to hit Penham Shand. Still has the puck. Borbandi throws it right back out in front. Oh, Penham Shand was right there. Johnny on the spot. Tries to get a puck free.
Raiders
now buzzing.
Pressure.
Gets it back to the line. Borbandi goes D to D for
Hansen.
Hansen with a good shot. That didn't make it through, though. But Borbandi right on the rebound gets it back to Hansen. Hansen puts it down in deep, and Penham Shand now in on the puck. She reverses it, and Borbandi's going to go in and pitch. Borbandi pokes that one free, comes right back to the point, and finally squirts out into the neutralized zone, and the Raiders have to regroup. Great shift there by that.
Wow, weird bounce off the boards there. Hit on ice level and popped up in the air.
Penultimate now battling with Klusen. Comes outside the zone. The Raiders have to clear up, and back in on the forecheck they go. Pandas get it onto the half boards, goes over a stick, and Trotter gets it back in deep. The Raiders putting the pressure on here. These two lines have been dynamite this game, just absolutely dominating on the boards.
It's really nice, the Raiders, to have a really strong second line. We've certainly had the Bandy-Banco line all year, but the Klusen, Matthews,
and McKibben
tonight, actually. Yeah, we used
with
to be Welby with an injury.
Look at these guys work.
Oh,
this has been 35 seconds of pure work behind the net by the Raiders, and finally, Pandas are going to try and get it out. They can only get it to center. Trotter puts it down, and the Raiders now, that's too many men. That was too many men there.
Well, be close.
Wow, they missed that call, but finally it squares free, and Wiltshire now has a chance. She fakes, puts it right back behind to Benko. Benko with a rocket. Just missed, wraparound attempt. Wiltshire with a wraparound, puck still free, and the net's now off the moorings, and the Raiders will have a face-off deep in the Pandas zone. 9:35 to go here in the first period of play. They're only giving us one shot, but I think we've had about 3.
Man, it's been an unbelievable period for the Raiders. Even during the penalty kills, we were getting the odd chance. The Raiders, I don't know what Coach Borbandy said to him before the game, but man, are they flying, all 4 lines.
Raiders win that draw. Benko gets it back. Goes to Santos. Santos throws one towards the net. That one's deflected out, and back come the Pandas with numbers. Sage Taylor trying to bust through. Can't get by Santos, but it didn't get out. Now they come back in. Shot comes through. Rebound right out in front. Good clear by the Raiders defenseman, getting that out of harm's way. Borbandy did the trick there, and now it's hard on the boards. Raiders pushing hard. Sage Taylor trying to work over Ingram, but that's not going to go anywhere with Ingram. That would be a penalty on someone who wasn't as strong as Ingram. Back comes in Jarvis. Jarvis leaves it there for Taylor. Taylor blocked, and it comes right back in. Shot through traffic, blocker aside by Thompson. Penultimate gathers up the loose puck, puts it up to Kaylee. Kaylee, fanned on her clearing attempt, and gets it out and into the neutral ice zone on a second effort.
Good job by Penultimate putting the pressure on.
8:40 to go here in the first period of play. Asha Hansen puts it across for Santos. Santos tries a pass, gets intercepted, but Penultimate there, she gets knocked down. Raiders now. Good job by the goaltender. Get a stick on that pass out in front, comes back to the line. Kept in. Up onto the half boards, shot comes through. That one whistles wide and goes into the corner. Ingram doing a good job to tie that puck up. Comes back onto the half boards, but Ingram still gathering that puck in on the half boards. Finally, Hamill comes away with it, but she's tied up by Asha Hansen. Santos piles in there. That was a little bit of a dangerous play by the Panda player coming into the pile late.
Well, they got the shots at 3-2 for the Pandas, but I don't know, I think it looks a little different from up here. I guess we'd be probably 3 or 4 or maybe even 5, but just the same, the Raiders are playing great.
8:02 to go. Kyle Borbandy in to take the face-off. Scramble draw goes on the half boards. Elliott gathers up the loose puck. She tries to get it to the line and gets it out of the zone. Back to the Pandas D. Comes into the center ice. Reed skates it up. She hits the line. Now they enter the zone. Good stick there by the defenseman, and now out skates Borbandy. Borbandy and Benko. Borbandy, that was offside. They're going to have to clear. And the Pandas get a free chance to exit the zone. Raiders caught in the middle of a little bit of a change. Ooh, Hobbs took a little bit of a tumble there. Hopefully she comes up okay. It looks like she does. And the Raiders skated up to center. Borbandy dumps it in, and unfortunately these are low glass here. Wow, that's only about 4 feet of glass. That one went out of play.
Actually exit. It looks a little bit more than 4, but yeah, it's not as high as you would think, but thankfully no penalty on that play, obviously. It's not in the defensive end, and we don't have that rule anyways, so.
Klusen in to take the draw against Reed, 22 on 22. Klusen wins that cleanly, goes D to D and hits Borbandy. Borbandy kicks it up, hits it center ice and gets it in deep. Let's see if these guys can work the forecheck again. Klusen with a chance, rifles a shot. Good save by the goaltender. She saw it the whole way and got a pad on it. Into the corner, again, the Raiders working hard. Matthews, McKibben working hard in the corner, trying to work that puck free. That's strength on strength here, and oh, that's got to be a wow interference there.
Well, you're not going to win that one
coming
against Matthews, that's for sure.
Yeah. Good job by the Raiders to win the puck behind the net. Comes back behind the net. Borbandy chips it up off the half boards, and Wilcher gets the puck. Wilcher holds it along the half boards, gets it back behind the net, and the Raiders chip it up and around. Santos gets it up to Wilcher. Wilcher tries to get it outside the zone, but it hits Taylor, and now Santos has a chance. She's 2-on-1. Oh, a great defensive play by the defender. That saved a sure chance for the captain, Borbandy. And here comes Wilcher. Wilcher shoots, can't get a hold of the rebound, though, and the Raiders now come in, and Elliott tries to pinch in. She gathers up the puck at the line, puts it back in, and the Raiders gather it up at center ice. Croson over to Hansen. Hansen waits for their line mates to change and just dumps it down in deep. Pandas take control of the puck. Hopkins has it. She puts it up the boards to Taylor. Taylor gets it by the defender, but can't get it by the captain, Borbandy, right in front of us. Good job by Petam Shan to push over Taylor. I don't know how Taylor falls down against Petam Shan, but apparently she did. Petam Shan's a tough cookie. Good pinch there by Asha Hansen, and she keeps it at the line. The Raiders fighting hard at the line, and Kaylee battling against Hopkins and Taylor, and we'll have a face-off coming up.
5:29 left in the first period. You know, it's really, we watch the Raiders every day, but man, they are on fire tonight. Certainly the Pandas are playing well. I think the difference, the Pandas may be a slightly faster team. The Raiders obviously a bigger team. And right now we're just out muscling the Pandas, but don't ever count out the Pandas. Referee just having a little chat with the coaches here. Not sure what's going on. This looks like a little chat with Coach Borbandy. We have to apologize for, we're up in the press box and we have a bunch of beams in front of our view, so unfortunately in our defensive end in the corner it's tough to see, and the odd time you might see a beam even in the offensive end. We're doing our best up in this new facility. Well, not new to us, I guess. Not really a new facility. It's a little older. It's got some history in it.
I was going to say, it's got a little patina on it.
I won't even say that I used to play here as a kid. I'm almost positive. It sure seems familiar. We did play here a couple times in Bantam Elite with the Olds Bantams, but kind of a cool rink.
Croson in to take the draw. She scrambles out, but Reed comes away with it. Good poke check by Trotter. And Reed gets a chance. Whistles one right up over top of the net. That one's chipped up and out of play by Trotter, and we should should come outside the zone, but it doesn't.
5:17 left in the first period. Yeah, I would agree with you, Peter. That puck should come out. It was, no, they're going to leave it in. Maybe it did deflect off a Raider. I thought it went up over the net, but.
McKibben out to take the draw. It's 14-on-14. We've had a lot of number matchups. Scramble draw goes into the corner. Good job by the Raiders to get that behind the net, but Santos comes away with it for the Pandas. She circles the net, tries to come out front, can't get it on her forehand, gets it back to the line, and that's chipped into the open space.
Up there.
Croson gets it up and hits Wilcher. Wilcher comes to McKibben. McKibben with some good stick work through traffic, gathers up the loose puck, and she's going to battle through some pressure. Comes right out in front.
Oh,
shot gets deflected wide. Good shot there by Elliott. She came in from the point and looked for a good shot. Was it Benko?
Yeah, it was Benko.
Oh, I didn't see Benko out there.
Yep. She's out there right now.
Oh, there we go.
She pinched in. She was playing D.
Hansen, under some pressure, skates out in front of her net, puts a pass over. Unfortunately, it was behind Benko, and Pandas gathered up the loose puck. Hansen with a good play, chips that back up, and Benko's going to gather it up, and Hobbs has it. She puts that out in front. Pandas come away with a loose puck, comes back to the line, can't get anywhere, and now Kaya Borbandy chips and chases, and she's got, it hit the linesman. You got to get out of the way of that one.
I have a feeling that these linesmen probably don't referee hockey this fast. They're having a little bit of trouble, but referees make mistakes.
Hansen reverses it for Trotter. Trotter gathers it up. She goes up off the half boards to McKibben. McKibben gets it outside the zone, and the Pandas put it right back in. Chips all the way down. That should be no icing. And it isn't. Matthews in on the forecheck. Hopkins gathers up that puck. Can't get it by McKibben and Matthews, though. Tries again, puts it back in behind the net. Pandas get a pass, miss it. Comes back to line. Santos throws one towards the net. That's deflected, and Taylor gathers it up. She puts it back behind the net for Hopkins. Hopkins gathers it up, puts it up the boards. Santos pinches in for the Raiders, and Ingram gathers up that puck, puts it to Clouston. Clouston keeps it in. and Taylor and Clouston battling hard. Clouston gives a little bit of a shot there. She's got to be careful she doesn't pick up a cross-checking penalty on those against the smaller players. Goes into the corner. Santos picks up the loose puck. She circles against some traffic, puts it back behind the net. Around the boards it goes. Raiders trying to get this puck out. Kaylee gathers up the loose puck. She throws it back in behind the net. She had a lane. Someone's got to talk to her and let her know.
Talk to her there, for sure.
Ingram.
She had pressure, but
getting pinched down by a player here, and it goes into the corner. Santos battling hard. She's there alongside Petum Shan. Petum Shan usually comes away with the puck in these situations. She's doing a good job to keep her player down, and that's that was a dive. Comes right out in front. Raiders are going to take another penalty. Petum Shan going for 2 minutes on a trip. I don't think that was much of a trip in my opinion, but the puck in these situations, she's doing a good job to keep her player down, and that's that was a dive. I just looked at the replay. It was a little bit right out in front. Raiders felt the lumber and are going to take another penalty. Petum Shan going for 2 minutes on a trip. 2:24. I don't think that was much. Have another penalty to kill. Third straight penalty to the Raiders. Pandas 0 for 2 on the power play. Croson won that draw cleanly. I don't know why they're kicking someone out when we won the draw, but we'll reset and do it all over again. Raiders do a good job of getting that all the way down the ice. Goaltender rifles it around, gets it by Matthews. Matthews pushes her man down, and she's got it in the corner. She's just going to waste a little time. Santos pokes it off her stick, and Santos goes for a skate behind the net. The speedy Santos chips it up, tries to get it by, and leaves it there for a D. Pandas skate it up, and they get it into the zone. That's going to be icing.
Looked like it was touched.
That looked like it was touched. I don't think that's icing, but the call on the ice is icing with 1:50 to go and 1:27 to go in the penalty.
We've got some flashing mics here, so if Peter dies, I'll take over. We'll switch out the batteries in between periods. 1:50 left in the first period. Shots on goal, 4-3 for the Raiders now.
Raiders win the draw, get it in on the half boards. Raider knocked down, no call on that. Could have been interference there. Benko and Wiltshire out alongside Hansen and Borbandy on the penalty kill. Pandas enter the zone, go into the half boards, chip it behind the net. Hansen goes back, can't get that puck free, and it goes into the corner. Pandas set up in the corner. Reed, shot comes through, rebound right out in front. Raiders diving for it. Good job by Hansen to keep that puck out and not allow any shots coming through. Shot through traffic, that's gloved down, but it comes right out in front. Whistle just wide, and the Raiders gather up the loose puck and try and get it all the way. Oh, again it hits the referee. Get out of the way. My goodness. That's the second time we haven't exited the zone on a power play because of the referee. And
it's unfortunate.
The Pandas are trying to take advantage here. Rebound, and they score.
Oh, and then knocks the goalie in the net.
That's the goal because the ref was in the way. Unfortunate for the Raiders. And the referee got in the way on a clearing attempt, and the end result is a power play goal.
Well, unfortunate for the Raiders, being that we've pretty much had most of the pressure all the period, even though we've killed 3 penalties. 51 seconds left in the period. The Pandas find the back of the net.
Attempt, and the end result is a power play goal.
Unfortunate, but the Raiders. Well, unfortunate for the Raiders, being that we've
pretty much had most
of the pressure all the period, even though we've killed 3 penalties.
51 seconds to go
51
here.
Seconds
Pandas
left
take the lead. Elliott pushes Taylor off. Taylor gets it down in deep. Santos chips it by, hits Matthews. Matthews tried to hit McKibben, but now McKibben in on the forecheck. Wow. Clouston got absolutely decked by Taylor, and there was no call. Unfortunately, the referee was watching the play and not behind the play, because Sage Taylor took a run right at Clouston and knocked her about 30 feet. 29.6 seconds to go here in the period. The Raiders try to even this one up. Borbandy out alongside Petum Shand. Borbandy wins that draw, gets it back to Trotter. Trotter gonna enter the zone. That was offside. Comes right in. Borbandy right back to the point. Shot through traffic. And that one's deflected up. and out of play, and then we'll have a face-off with 16.2 seconds to go. The Raiders out getting outshot right now, 6-4. And we'll have Hobbs take this draw. Pedham, Shannon, Borbandi alongside Trotter, and it looks like Asha Hansen. Face-off win, comes back to the line. Trotter with a chance, throws it through traffic. Big rebound out in front, the goaltender trying to grab a hold of it and finally does. 8.4 seconds, the Raiders with some good pushback after that unfortunate power play goal by the Pandas, who took advantage of a blocked clear by the referee and put it in the back of the net. Hobbs take this draw. Hobbs scrambled that draw. Pedham Shan gathers up the loose puck. She's knocked down. And that's going to do it for the period with 2.5 seconds. Reed tries a long shot. That one whistles way wide. And we'll go into the break with the Pandas leading 1-0. With that, we'll take a break and we'll come back after the period's ice resurfacer finishes. And we'll come back for the second period of play.
Man, that's all we. Oh, he's talking to.
All right, we're back for the second period of play. Raiders giving up a power play goal late in the period, and it's 1-0 Pandas.
Really
Chand out to take
really
the draw.
Unfortunate. The Raiders had a great period, and the Pandas snuck one in on a power play. So hopefully the Raiders can get back in this one.
Pandas win the draw, and they get it, and they're going to hit center and dump it in. Can't get it by Borbandi. Borbandi throws one up the middle. That gets intercepted, and back in comes. Well, that's going to be a penalty.
That's going to be a penalty all day long, yeah. Unfortunately,
Shand hit him right in the numbers, and that's going to be 2 minutes for sure.
Well, it's
2 minutes for body check for Shand. And the Raiders go on their, we can't decide whether it's their fourth or their fifth penalty kill of the afternoon.
Well, that one's a penalty all day long, so I don't mind about that one.
Borbandi out to take the draw. Linesman gets it in. Borbandi wins that one. Santos rims it around the board, and Ingram gathers that one up. Tries to get to the line. Taylor keeps it in. Gets it over for Jarvis. Jarvis puts that into the half boards. Good job by Borbandi. Oh, Santos. Santos got knocked down. That one's thrown through. Deflects wide into the corner. Borbandi gathers up a loose puck behind the net. Throws one back. Santos has some time and space. Throws it up off the boards. Can't get it by the defenseman.
It's got to be hard out.
And Ingram trying to battle hard at the line. Jarvis chips it in behind the net. Borbandi forces her off into the half boards and goes in on the check. Back behind the net. Santos pressuring. Puck comes free. Santos gathers it up, puts it off, and Borbandi's now in a race against a pitching defenseman. Borbandi wins that. And the Raiders come away with a loose puck, puts back in behind the net, and Borbandi gets a chance to rim it around. She can't get it out. Ingram tries to get it past.
Pandas is a little more pressure on this power play.
Raiders, Borbandi trying to get by her man. Her man's grabbing her stick.
Gaia, careful.
But a good job to get it out and down the ice, and the Raiders get a chance with 43 seconds to go in the power play for the Raiders. Hopkins has it behind the net. She puts it up. 94 for the Pandas, puts it into the center ice, can't get it by. Elliott wins the race, and Benko now has it. Elliott cleans up a mess and chunks it down the ice, and the goaltender's going to stop it there for the defender, but Benko's right in on it. She almost gets a freebie on that one. And Kaylee forces it to go back. Now Benko in on the check. Benko forces that puck, goes back. Pass goes to nowhere. Trotter. Oh, you're kidding.
Wow.
That one's knocked wide. And Kaylee dumps her man out in front. And it sounds like Trotter's going for 2 minutes for body checking as well. That one was just a stand up. Just because they're 40 pounds lighter doesn't mean that's a penalty.
It's unfortunate, but it looks like this ref's going to call it all day.
So for the 23rd time this season, 24th time this season, the Raiders will have a 5-on-3 to kill. This one's only going to be a second of 5-on-3.
Clouston with the mask on, I didn't really realize who that was, but the bubble's in the bag, so I'm not sure what's
Raiders
going on there.
Get the puck out. Shand almost off to the races. Comes back to the line. And a good job there by Abby Borbandi to get that down deep. Minute 42 to go. Buttle dumps that in deep. Asha Hansen back to gather up that puck. Fans on the clearing attempt, but pushes it off to the side, and Santos gets it back to the line. Shot through traffic, blocked there by Abby Borbandi, and she rifles that all the way down. Shand goes for a change, and out comes a fresh set of penalty killers for the Raiders. Long stretch pass, hits Taylor. Taylor has it in her feet. Hobbs couldn't find it. She almost had a chance in the slot for a shot. Matthews now pressuring the puck. Gets back to the point, shot through traffic, whistles wide. Hobbs holds that against Jarvis. Jarvis now comes away with the puck. Comes back out in front. Raiders chipped up off the crossbar by number 19. A great chance there for the Pandas to put another power play goal behind them. 48 seconds to go in the penalty to Trotter and tie up along the half boards, and the Raiders are going to have a face-off in their own zone.
Well, the Raiders not killing the penalties quite as well, but I think the Pandas have come back a little bit too. So a little bit of scrambly play, and you know the one thing the Raiders really got to capitalize on is they get the sticks on the puck, but they just can't seem to get it down the ice. I think there's got to be some work on that or some talk, and hard off the glass, like Don Cherry always says.
Penham Chan gets that draw. Port Bandy.
There we go.
Make sure
Abby
she has
was
that all
listening
the way
to me.
down the ice. Goaltender comes way out of her net, settles that down for a defenseman. Good deflection by Penham Shan, pokes that puck free, and McKibben gathers up the loose puck in the corner. She's dumped, no call. Jarvis, McKibben just couldn't find the loose puck as she poked it free, and doing a great job here with 14 seconds to go in the penalty. The Raiders bottling up the Pandas in their own zone. Finally, it comes out of the Panda zone. Wiltshire there to gather that up and gets it to McKibben. McKibben now with a chance.
She had a lane.
She had a lane, just couldn't get by the defenseman. Herbert doing a good job, and that's going to be another penalty.
Well,
wow.
For a second anyways.
Raiders going on the third straight penalty here. Dustin's not happy with the officiating here.
It's
that
unfortunate, you know.
that
Like
one was a reach in.
When we do play the Pandas, there is a little bit of a size difference, so we talk about it all the time. But yeah, the ref has been a little one-sided.
Tripping the call to Wiltshire.
Wiltshire.
Time of that penalty is 15:38, so 3 straight penalties to start off the second period of play here. Raiders down 1-0. They are doing a great job of penalty killing outside of hitting the ref with a puck. Croson in to take the draw. Elliott rifles that to the line, can't get it out.
2 minutes for tripping.
Good job by Elliott.
Wilshire for tripping.
Gets that free. Pandas trying to escape that away. Santos is doing a good job. She's dumped. No call. She got it stick right in her feet. And Croson got absolutely dumped there too. You'd think the ref's going to be looking for anything to call the Pandas here after giving 6 straight penalties. Maybe 7 straight penalties.
You would think, but...
Shot comes in, deflected off into the corner by the goaltender. Good save by Thompson. On the half boards, comes down into the corner. In the feet, though. And finally, the Pandas settle it down, get it back to the point. Go D to D, and that comes out of the zone. And now Croson's hard on it. She tried to get a little bit of a freebie there, and that one gets sent down the ice. Raiders with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go in Wiltshire's penalty.
Ingram cross-checked. No
doing
call.
a great job keeping that puck in deep. And Bort Bandy now down in deep, and she tried to push it back but fanned on it, and she's going to have to come back in. But Benko did a great job of stealing that puck in the neutral zone, and she's going to go back behind the net and try and cause some more damage here.
Raiders
Bort
looking
Bandy,
like they get a little bit of life here.
right out in front, tried to hit Benko. Trotter with a shot deflected. It's in the feet. Benko's got it.
Oh,
Shot.
great save.
Oh, great save
Off the head.
Off the
Oh,
helmet in a
wraparound.
wraparound attempt, and she managed to keep her feet and get right back into it. Great chances there by Benko.
Great job by Sydney Benko.
Trotter
and,
with a shot
Ingram
deflected.
there, putting a little bit
It's
of
in the
pressure
feet.
back on the
Benko's got
Pandas.
it.
It's been a long
Shot.
great
Oh,
save.
great save
off
off
the head.
off the
Oh,
helmet in a
wraparound.
wraparound attempt, and
So
she
let's see
managed
how long we
to
can
keep her
stay,
feet and get right back
once
into
we
it.
kill off
Great
this
cha-
penalty. 32 seconds.
14:09 to go in the second period of play. Taylor tries to win that draw, but the Raiders gather it up. Trotter dumps it back in deep, hops just over Borbandy's stick, but she's in on the forecheck. Taylor gathers it up for the Pandas, but Kaylee gets in the lane. Pandas just can't seem to get out of their zone cleanly, and finally they do. Jarvis now enters the zone. She's one-on-one. Dumps it back in behind the net. Good job by Trotter to keep that in the feet, and Borbandy is going to rifle it around the boards. Kept in at the line, but it sneaks out, and the Raiders have
Back
killed
to
off
even.
yet another penalty. Comes into the zone. Taylor couldn't gather a hold of that, and it's going to come back into the Panda zone. D to D. Comes down the ice. That should be icing. No, did that get touched?
Oh, Jarvis touched
Jarvis
it on the
touched
blue
it.
line.
I didn't see the touch. Raiders come away with the puck.
Oh,
There's a
wow.
Reed
Reed right
put
into
his
the
shoulder
face
right
on
into it, but
Santos.
Santos didn't fall down. I guess that's the difference.
Yeah.
Had Santos fallen down, maybe that would have been a call. I think we just got to maybe start doing a little bit of that. Little gamesmanship here.
It's not our game, though.
Hansen gets a nice outlet pass, chipped up off the boards and out into the center ice zone. Matthews forcing Haybear to put it back in deep. Clouston gathers up the puck, and she's got a little bit of speed, puts a nice pass to McKibben. McKibben now with some room. She dumps it in, and in on the forecheck goes Clouston. Clouston back behind the net. Pandas gather up the loose puck, have it in the corner. Tried to get it to the line, not out. Good stick there by Hobbs. Kept it in by Trotter. Trotter and Hobbs can't keep it in, and it goes all the way down the ice, and Elliott's going to gather up the loose puck. Elliott circles in front of her net with some speed, takes a little bit of a hack. She's going to enter the zone. Puts it back for Benko. Benko couldn't gather up that loose puck. And the Raiders in on the forecheck. Hobbs doing a good job to bother that. Oh, Benko almost came away with the loose puck.
Good job by Burbandy.
Comes back and takes it away from Nystrom. Nystrom almost put that away, but it just hopped over the stick of Hobbs. And Hobbs into the corner, leaves it there for Borbandy. Borbandy comes across. Traffic out in front. Puts it into the feet of Borbandy. Borbandy puts it back in behind the net for Benko. Benko in a race wins the puck. Kept in, and the Raiders, I thought were going to take another penalty. Borbandy. Oh, and a good save. Benko with a good, or Borbandy with a deflection.
Kaya.
Abby to Kai, the sister connection there, and back comes Nystrom, and she's going to be happy to dump it in and rim it around the boards. That's too many men right there.
Way too many.
Way too many. They had 8 on the ice at that point in time when that player touched the puck.
There's
a penalty coming up.
Holy smokes.
Santos draws a penalty on Santos.
I was confused.
So number 11, probably the smallest player on the ice, is going to get a body checking penalty on Santos. And finally the Raiders will go on the power play. Time for that penalty, 11-14. The Raiders actually leading on the shot clock now, 8-7. Benham Shannon to take the draw. Benham Shannon wins that one clean. Comes back to the line. Ingram gathers it up. She hits Kaylee. Back to Ingram in the corner. Slips over her stick though, and the Pandas try to get it out. Can't do it. Ingram gathers up the puck and puts it into the corner. Kaylee in on the forecheck, pokes it free. Comes back to Trotter. Trotter goes D to D, hits Hansen. Hansen throws one towards the front of the net. Benham Shannon was dumped in front. Kaylee gathers up the loose puck though. Kaylee back to the line for Hansen. Hansen goes to Trotter. Trotter comes across. Hansen going to switch with her and look for that big shot. Trotter's going to come down now and try and keep that puck in, and that gets deflected up and out, and we should have a face-off in the zone.
Well, great start to the power play by the Raiders. Getting a few shots, getting a little bit of pressure, and out comes the Crowson line.
1:19 to go in the power play. Crowson, Wiltshire, Benko.
Missing one forward tonight, so we're kind of...
Lines are a little bit scrambly, but they're working tonight.
Why do you blow the whistle after it's dropped?
Wiltshire comes in to take the draw. Hopefully she can get the same result as Crowson. Wins it out one cleanly, comes to the line. Uh-oh. Breakaway here, coming up. Short-handed breakaway for Nystrom, or for Reed. Reed scores! Is Crowson. So clean face-off win and a little bit of a mix-up at the blue line. Causes a breakaway and breakaway here. Coming up, short-handed breakaway for Nystrom, 2-0 for Reed. Reed scores! Goal by Chloe Reed, unassisted. Time of that goal, 10:24, and the Raiders now in a little bit of a hole with 1:10 to go here in the penalty. Raiders win that draw. That's going to be an icing on the Raiders if it makes it all the way down the ice. It was unassisted. If there's any assist on that goal, it was to our 2 defensemen.
Yeah.
Because we won the draw cleanly, and it went in between the 2 defensemen, and she poked it free. So that's an unassisted goal, in my opinion.
Yeah.
McKibben gets the puck up, puts it behind Clouston, but comes into the zone. McKibben Had it poked off her stick, and now Trotter can't gather that up, and that's going to be a penalty coming up all day, every day. Clouston, wow, didn't get a penalty for that. I'm shocked. That was a clear penalty right there as Clouston dumped a girl on a breakaway.
Second goal scored by number 22, Chloe Reed.
Comes up to McKibben. McKibben dumps it in. Matthews now in on the forecheck. Left there for the defender, and Matthews tries get that puck all the way down, and 19 seconds to go in the power play. One last rush for the Raiders. Abby Borbani looks, surveys, puts a long stretch pass up to Hobbs. Hobbs deflects it in, and in on the forecheck go the Raiders with 8 seconds to go in the power play. Kaya Borbani gathers up the puck. She circles, leaves it back in behind the net, but didn't get enough on it, and now that's going to do it for the penalty. Comes right out in front. Santos out of the box trying to get a long stretch pass. Benko right in front of us. Can't handle that puck. And Reed with another shot, whistles wide. Benko with pressure at the point, shot through traffic, gets blocked. Borbandi gets it out. Again, there are almost too many men about 3 times here. Basterdash comes in. She goes down in behind the net, throws it right out in front. Raiders gather up a loose puck. Good job by Hansen to get that puck free and gets it out into the center ice zone. Benko in on the forecheck. Pandas feeding off that second goal and coming back with a little bit of pressure after that penalty kill. Kept in on the half boards by Hamill. She's battling there with Benko. Late breaking player comes in and Benko puts that puck free, and Abby Borbandi has it. She skates it to center. She dumps it in softly. Hits Pettam Shan hits Ingram. Ingram dumps it in deep. In on the forecheck now go the Raiders. The goaltender leaves it there. Almost bothered there by the Pettam Shan. Elliott throws a hopeful shot wide looking for a tip. Nothing on that call as Raider player was dumped, and Pettam Shan tries to get it in deep. Fans on it, and Elliott dumps it in. Raiders in on the forecheck. Kaylee in on the forecheck. Rims it around. Comes out. Taylor has it. She can't get it by Clouston. That one's intercepted. Oh, that one would have been off to the races if McKibben had a clean play on that. Matthews, penalty coming up. Oh, that's an interference.
Penalty.
That's interference all day, every day, and there was no call on that.
Really
Sage Taylor, the only big player on the Pandas, throwing her weight around a bit.
Strong girl for sure. Really unfortunate that it's a little lopsided on the penalties here. 7:24 left in the second period.
Clouston to take the draw against Jarvis. Jarvis wins that one, gets it back to the line. Hebert has it. She throws a shot through traffic. That's blocked by Abby Borbani, and she gets it to the line. Chipped up and out, and that's going to be icing. That should have been waved off.
Yeah, Pandas player.
Pandas player like lollygagged that one. That one's a perfect one to wave off. But it's icing.
Again, the referee and the
7-11. Slurpee time here in the second period.
Referee and linesmen don't look like they're used to this style of hockey, so.
Puck comes back to the line off the face-off win. Hebert has it. Loses the handle. Ingram doing a good job keeping it. On the half boards now. The Pandas have it. Comes out. Out in front. That's dumped. No call there. Wow. That was an easy tripping call there that he missed. Pandas doing a good job.
Similar to the one that Pettensham had, just a play that the player trips over, but you got to call them all the same.
Is he calling icing on this?
There's no way that's ice. Wow. That's 10 feet inside the red line.
No, she was right on the red line when she backhanded it.
Well, back to our own end we go with 6:41 left in the second period.
Benko to take this draw. Scramble draw. Gets in the feet of everybody, but Kaya Borbandi gathers that up, gets to the line but not out. She gets in the way of another attempt to push it in deep, and the Raiders come away with the puck. Hobbs gets it out into the center ice zone. Dump back in, and Trotter has to retreat to go gather up that puck. Takes a funny hop off the boards. She reverses it to Hansen. Hansen puts a nice pass up to the captain, who puts it up to Benko. Benko can't chip it by. Comes into the feet, and the Raiders have it.
It's in it's speared.
That's a penalty right there.
Got steered by the captain of the Pandas looking for the puck.
And Santos came in and gave her a shot right in the chest. I'm surprised there was no call on either one of those because both of them are dangerous. She's just trying to get the puck out of her gear and she's taking shots. Clouston in to take the draw. Scramble draw. Kicked free. Santos gathers it up for the Raiders and tries to get it up on the half boards. But the Pandas get a hold of it. Goes in behind. Thrown on the half boards, and Matthews tries to get it free, can't get away with it. McKibben comes away with a loose puck. Elliott did a good job of taking her man and making sure there was nothing. And that could be a penalty, and that is going to be a penalty. That's going to be tripping.
A little delayed on the trip. I think the stands might have called that one. But
yeah.
Just the same, we're getting the trip. So
with that, the Raiders go on their second power play of the game. Shots still 8-all, which I think is very, very low. 5:39 to go here in the second period of play. The Raiders need this power play to click and get on the board here and get back in this game. Penham Shannon scrambles that draw. In her feet, she kicks it back to the line. Borbandy gets it over and hits Hansen. Hansen throws one towards the front of the net. That one's deflected into the corner. The referee gets in the way again and picked off our player. And it allows the Pandas to get a free play on the puck. That was incredible. I can't believe how many times the ref's been in the way.
Yeah, he's definitely
Ingram's going to go right for that free puck, and he just picked her right off. Abby Borbandy gathers it up behind the net, surveys. Puts a long stretch pass to Penham Shand. She leaves it there for Wiltshire. Wiltshire gathers up the puck, though, on a second effort. Leaves it there for Penham Shand. Penham Shand can't get a hold of it, and the Raiders are lucky to not have too many men there. Comes back right out in front. Goes wide into the corner, and Clouston's in on that. Clouston tries to get that puck free. Elliott throws one towards the net. Ooh, that one skirted a little bit free. Just didn't have anyone there to cash in any rebounds. And we'll have a face-off coming up with 1 minute exactly to go on the penalty. 4:39 to go here in the second period of play.
Well, the Raiders got to get one here and capitalize on one of these power plays. They don't get a lot of them, so we got to capitalize on them. So we got Clouston, McKibben, and Matthews out with Santos and Elliott.
Clean win, comes across, Elliott, half slapper, scores! Took a little bit off it, rings it off, 22-12.
No, 6. Elliott, face-off.
Elliott won,
came to 12-6.
Yep. So, Elliott with the power play marker, the Raiders get on the board. 22-12.
They didn't hardly finish 6. And then they needed to get back in it, and they did. So that's a big
Elliott won.
For the Raiders, it came to only a 1-goal deficit into the.
Sorry, missed the replay there, guys, but it was an Elliott goal. A half slapper from the top of the face-off dot, and the Raiders are on the board. Trotter in there pushing hard. Benko trying to fish a puck free. Trotter gets it free, and now Hobbs into the zone. And offside, apparently, on the Raiders. Clouston with a big face-off win. Got it right back cleanly to Trotter. Trotter went over, and it gave Elliott all the room to move in and hammer a shot right from the top of the face-off circle.
Well, it's just nice to see with so few power plays that the Raiders get one. Just tough to get any momentum going. You're just killing penalties the whole time. So
Penham Shand scrambles at Borbandy, pushes it into the zone. Raiders gather the loose puck up, but the puck squirts free, and in comes Fleming. Fleming throws a shot towards, steered aside by Thompson, goes on to the half boards. Raiders now with some room. Giveaway by Penham Shand. Taylor throws one through towards the net, and a good save by our goaltender, Phelan Thompson.
Great job by Santos getting in front of Sage Taylor. Sage, the leading scorer of the Pandas, and a first-year player, you never know.
Raiders
She's
now with some room.
And
giveaway by Penham Shand. Taylor
got the clock running here. I think we're probably going to have
a good
little
save
bit
by
of
our goaltender, Phelan Thompson.
Great job by. Well, I guess it's not the end of the world. If anything, it hurts us, I suppose.
Yeah. Comes into the behind the net. Good job by Borbandy to pinch it up. She's going to try again. Comes free. And that could be a penalty. Wow, I'm shocked that wasn't a penalty. Borbandi absolutely tackled their man in front so they couldn't get a shot away. And a good job there by Benko to push that back. Comes now to Taylor. Taylor throws it out
Great job by
front.
Santos on the block.
Santos blocked that one, didn't get through to the net. Comes back to Murdoch at the point. Hobbs just about went off to the races.
Pandas putting some
Santos
pressure on the Raiders right now.
Falls, but gets it wrapped it around the boards, and Hobbs does a good job to tie up the stick of a player. Puck comes right back to her, and Benko gets it out and hits Borbandi. Borbandi pushes it forward. She had just pushed it a little bit. She would have had a break there. Comes back. Benko gets it back to the line for Hansen. Hansen goes D to D for Trotter. Trotter throws one through traffic. That one whistled wide.
Outside.
Pinched down by Hansen. Hansen throws it towards the front of the net. No one there. And the Raiders are forced back into their own zone by Reed. Reed puts it in. That's going to be dumped by Trotter. No call.
Wow.
He's been calling that one all day, every day. That one's picked off, though, by the Pandas. 94's got it. Buttle in the corner, battling hard against Trotter. Pedam Shan gets it up on the half boards for Croson. Croson battling, couldn't get it by Hopkins. Raiders push that back in behind the net. Comes right out in front. Phelan Thompson with a big save for the Raiders.
Brenna Reed point blank inside the blue paint. Thompson comes up big.
Came right out, challenged the shooter, and made the save. No rebound. Hopkins.
It's a big save with 2 minutes left in the second period. We needed that one. We
comes
closed
right
the gap
out
by
front.
one.
Phelan Thompson with a big save for the Raiders.
That was a big save by
Reed,
Phelan Thompson.
point blank
She's a Midget Elite goalie in the Rocky Raider program.
Clisson take the draw. She wins that one. Comes to Elliott. Elliott behind the net. Circles against some traffic. Santos is pesky. She plays against bigger opponents. That one whistled just wide. Comes back to the line, kept in by the Pandas. Hopkins kept it in. McKibben tries to get it out, and she does. And that one could be icing, and I think it will be.
Yep.
Almost had draw weight on it, but just not quite.
Well, and the linesman gets in the way of Elliott during the whistle, so the show continues. They both ran into each other. Well, the Pandas had some good pressure on that shift. The Raiders got to get back in this and try to get another one back, maybe.
Benham Shan loses that draw. Comes back the line for Aber. Aber over on to the half boards for Nystrom. Nystrom puts it back in behind the net. Good job by Benham Shan. That one comes right out in front. Knocked wide. Pedam Shan puts it out of danger behind the net, and Elliott gathers up the loose puck. She's going to survey. Puts the puck up. Chipped up and out of the zone. Not quite by Ingram. Ingram has it in her feet, and Pedam Shan's going to get it out. Finally, it gets out of the Raiders zone, and at center ice, Basterdash puts it back for Hebert. Hebert has it. She goes D to D. That one's too many men on the ice. Missed that one. Raiders got caught for too many.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Rimmed around, hits Benko. Benko's going to gather up the loose puck. She just lifted a stick. Hobbs playing in the neutral ice zone with Borbandi. Borbandi bothering and Hobbs. Hobbs comes away with the loose puck. Hobbs right out in front. Benko fanned on it.
Wow, she had a stick there. She almost got a great job by the defenseman.
Benko, just
in front of Benko.
Benko just about had another chance, and now comes Jarvis. Jarvis dumps it in behind the net. Borbandi back in behind there trying to check her. Hansen does a good job of getting that puck and poking it free. Hansen on the puck. Chip back behind the net. Borbandi surveys the action, rims it up. Benko tried to get it out, couldn't do so. Kept in and dumped back in, and now Taylor gathers up the puck for the Pandas in the corner. She's checked there. Benko tried to get it by the pinching Murdoch, couldn't do so, and the Raiders have to turn around.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go here, and the Raiders hoping to get out of the period without any further damage. Put to the point. Shot comes through, and that's deflected, and that's going to be the way the second period ends. A goal apiece, and the Pandas lead the Raiders 2-1. Power play goal by Elliott.
The first period was predominantly Raiders, even though we were down one. The second period, the Pandas definitely came back. It was definitely more of a back and forth game, and in fact, maybe I'd give that one to the Pandas.
Four straight power plays. You would expect the Pandas really to take advantage of that. And
true, but we had great pressure even when we were killing penalties in the first period.
Well,
so
we got
definitely got the bus legs shaken out, and the third period is going to be a barn burner for sure. It looks like the referees kind of got his system figured out. Maybe not.
Well, as long as he gets out of the way of the puck now and again. With that, we'll take a break and we'll come back after the ice is Zamboni'd, and we'll return for the third period to play. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Empower Wellness, today for their support of the Rocky Mountain Raider program. And we'll look forward to bringing the action in the third period of play. Welcome back, everybody, to the third period of play. Edmonton Pandas taking a 2-1 lead into the third period. Raiders pulling closer with a power play marker by Elliott. Penultimate in to take the draw. Pandas get control of the face-off, goes right back into their zone. In on the forecheck goes Ingram. D to D behind the net. Gets caught in a little bit of a fresh a wet patch, and the puck holds up. Pandas come away with a loose puck. Taylor puts it back. Tried to exit the zone. Good job by Kaylee. And Borbendy dumps it back in. Penultimate and Kaylee in on the forecheck. Chipped up and into the neutralized zone, and Borbandy's going to gather it up. She goes D to D and hits Elliott. Elliott lost the handle on a puck. They should have let the ice dry a little bit more. That's the second time we've had a puck have some issues right in the middle of the ice. Hobbs puts that one back to Elliott. She chips it up. Can't get it by the pinching, and Jarvis has it, and the goaltender's going to hold on as it was up on right on her chest, and she didn't want to let that one drop, that's for sure.
Good job by Thompson to realize that the ref was saying play it, but she really didn't know where it was on her, so good job by her to drop it, but be ready. For Bandy lined out now.
Borbandy scrambled that draw. Santos shot it towards the net. Trotter back in behind the net alongside Borbandy. Borbandy pokes it free, and she's going to skate it up. It's a nice pass out, and now just out of the reach of Benko, but Benko got it. She goes into the corner, puts it right out in front. No one there, unfortunately. Borbandy had overskated the front of the net. That's one of those times where you want to not do a flyby on the net and just hang around out in front. Raiders are going to get a face-off deep in the Panda zone on an icing, though, with 18:43 to go. 13-10 the shots on goal in favor of the Pandas.
The Raiders just need a little bit of puck luck right now. It just seems like the puck's just not bouncing our way. And that's hockey, unfortunately, but maybe we can get a little lucky here in the next few minutes.
This line's been dynamite this game, though. 5-on-5. Klusen gets the draw back to Hansen. Klusen dumped there. Klusen in on the forecheck, couldn't keep it in. Hansen's going to try and pinch, unable to do so. And Borbandy one-on-one easily wins the race against Nystrom, and she's going to put that puck up into the neutralized zone. In on the forecheck comes Klusen. McKibben gets it back to Klusen. Klusen driving towards the net. Throws one towards the net. That could have been a penalty. Did a great job there.
Hit from behind a little bit there.
Nystrom.
That's Abby Borbandy. I don't think you really want to be making her mad.
No.
If it's one girl I wouldn't make mad on our team, it's Abby Borbandy.
That one could be icing.
You'll never know until she gets on your bad side.
Thompson leaves it there. Goes D to D. Borbandy to Borbandy. Borbandy couldn't get it past the pinching defenseman. Black pushed it back in, and Hansen puts it to Benko. Benko chips it up in the feet of Borbandy, but Borbandy now 2-on-1.
Oh, just
out of the reach again. A little bit of puck luck there, yeah. But Borbandy keeps on it. She's trying to make her own luck. Comes right out in front. Hobbs with a hard shot. Good save by the goaltender. Benko now on the puck. Reverses it to Hobbs. Hobbs with a good stick. Right to Benko. Benko throws one towards the net. Right into the chest of the goaltender. Couple of good chances there for the Raiders, and they even it up on the score clock. 13-13. Still down 2-1. 17:21 to go here in the third period of play. Croson in to take the draw. Croson pushes that off onto the half boards. Pandas control it, go behind the net. But a great job by Wilcher to get a stick in there. She's dumped. Pandas control it. Wilcher still in on the forecheck. Elliott pushes that back down. And finally comes to the line. McKibben doing a good job to get in the lane. That one comes back. Pandas regroup in their own zone. The captain pushes it over. Hopkins puts it through, and that goes in deep. Jarvis gets that one in deep, and Elliott gets the puck around, skates through a couple of players, and puts a nice outlet pass to Ingram. Ingram tries to chip by, does so. Skate keeps her feet moving and keeps skating. Good shot, rebound right out in front. Puck still free. Finally finds it. Raiders with another good crash to the net opportunity. Penultimate right there alongside, looked like Wilcher.
We have some future Raiders in the crowd supporting our team. Welcome to the Okotoks Pee-wee Female Naturals. Thanks for the support, girls, and enjoy the game.
Penultimate in to take the draw. She's getting kicked out for mysterious reasons. Kaylee comes in. Kaylee wins that one, gets it back to the line. Hansen dumps it in behind the net. Kaylee in on the forecheck. Phantom, that could have been tripping on someone. Phantom player, but the Panda player fell down. Raiders now on it. Penultimate working hard. Ingram in there as well. Puck comes free. Trotter in a race now. Hansen tried to get that one up. Pandas get control of it. Get it back to the line.
Scrambly here for the Raiders. We're just going to get
Abear
back
couldn't handle that pass. Comes back in behind the net. Good pinch off there by Hansen, and that one's going to come to the line, and Ingram tries to get it out. She gets pinned against the boards. Hansen fanned on it, and that one's coming into the front of the
penalty
net.
coming to the Raiders.
Penalty coming to the Raiders, yeah.
Gonna get another one.
Pedam Shan had to take her down.
You know what? Smart play by Pettensham. You know what?
Tied up the stick, grabbed it.
94 was going to the net driving, and you know what? You don't mind taking penalties 3 feet from your net, but you have issues when they're 200.
That was all caused because a couple of fan clearing attempts and turned it right over in a dangerous area. And the Raiders now go on a penalty kill with 15:50 to go. Pedam Shan in for 2 for, I didn't catch what it was.
Actually, but
I think it was holding.
That would probably make sense, hold.
Comes right out in front. Rebound.
Get off.
Raiders gather it up. Santos has it. She throws it up off the half boards. Matthews gets it up and throws it down the ice. Murdoch gathers it up for the Pandas. She's being pressured there by Clouston. Nystrom now. Nystrom puts that puck in, and Borbandy throws that one back in deep. Raiders were offside, so couldn't take advantage of that. Raiders get a bunch of new penalty killers out, thrown right towards the net.
All 4 Raiders changed at the same time. It was a little bit...
Nystrom not liking the attention she got from Elliott. You skate by her goaltender and throw your stick at her, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah, this is AAA, so that's good. I'd like to see the defensemen stick up for goalies.
As a goalie, Dad, I love it. Pandas control it off the draw. Long has it. She goes D to D, comes down, thrown right into the slot.
Whoa.
And a good save, or that one might have just whistled wide. Pandas control it in the corner.
Pandas' last couple of power plays have been really good. They've been getting a lot of pressure. Oh, and we got a penalty again coming to that. Jocelyn Elliott, I believe, trip in front of the net. So another
57 seconds to go in the first penalty, so we're going to have a little bit of an extended play here.
Pandas were smart. They'd let us touch the puck.
They would, but they're going to take the 6-on-4, I guess.
We'll take that. There you go, Trotter. Good play.
And a good play there by Trotter to get down, and Elliott's going to go for 2 minutes. Let's see what she goes for here. So we're going to have 42 seconds of 5-on-3 for the 25th time this year.
Trip.
Raiders have been dynamite on the 5-on-3 penalty kill. This is the 24th straight kill, 25th attempt at killing it off. Let's hope we can do it again.
You hate to call that out, but yeah, it's been pretty unbelievable, really.
Pandas get it back to the line. They're going to work it in. They go down into the corner. 31 seconds to go in the first penalty. Comes back, shot, lots of traffic in front. That one deflects into the corner. 23 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Borbandy doing a good job of steering everything out into the side. Finally, a shot through traffic. That one gets deflected wide again. Borbandy gets that puck free and comes back to the line. 7 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Hopkins throws one through traffic, blocker to side by the Raiders goaltender, and it's down the ice.
Down
and
one.
5-on-4, 25th straight 5-on-3 killed off by the Raiders. And that one's going to come back, and Hansen's going to try and clear this one, and does. Goes all the way down the ice, and that forces the Pandas to regroup with 1:03 to go in the penalty.
13.5 minutes left in the game, so the
Penalty coming up, too many men on the ice.
oh wow, too many.
Too many men, yeah. The
Well, they got away
girl
with
coming
a
off the
few,
bench.
so-
The girl coming off the bench touched the puck first, and the other one wasn't off the ice. So with that, that's going to end the power play. And the Raiders now will play 4-on-4 for it looks like about a minute and 3 seconds, or 57 seconds, with a minute and change of power play time at the end of it. Croson and Matthews out alongside Trotter and Hansen. Scramble draw. Pandas come out with the puck. Reed making a move, trying to get by Croson. Croson didn't bite. Croson in the corner. pokes that puck free, but it comes to the line. Goes across. Nystrom throws one cross ice trying to hit Reed. Unable to do so. Chloe Reed gets it across. Comes back to the line. Shot through traffic, deflected. Good save by the goaltender. And she's going to hang on. Ref said he lost sight of it. I could see it from here.
It's always easy to see it a little up higher, but
1:26 to go in the...
on the bright side, he hasn't gotten away for the last 20 minutes.
True. In 23 seconds, the Raiders are going to go on their power play. 12:54 to go here in the third period.
Hopefully we can get another one in when we get
Santos circles behind the net. She's under some pressure, but skates away from it. Circles. Jarvis doing a good job to pressure and force that puck back behind the net. Borbandy tried to pass, couldn't do it. Jarvis comes in, and Borbandy absolutely dumped her player. Lucky she didn't get a penalty on that.
That was Banco.
Was that Benko?
Banco,
Oh.
yeah. I think they just ran into each other. The Pandas' parents weren't happy with that, but
That gets dumped in deep, and the Raiders now on a power play for another 55 seconds. Back behind the net. Pedam-Shan now in on that. Comes to the line, but not out. Kept in. Pedam-Shan sets it up on the half boards. Back. Raiders changing. Comes in. Tried to hit Benko, unable to do so. Couldn't get it all the way down the ice, and the Raiders will regroup. Little miscommunication there between Ingram and Pedam-Shan. Ingram thought Pedam-Shan was going to take that because she was skating forward.
they got to talk a little bit the right play, but
30 seconds to go in the power play for the Raiders.
shots on goal
Trotter
are,
skates it
16
to center.
14
She's going to
for the
dump it in.
Pandas.
She just absolutely runs over Santos.
That could be a lucky head contact there.
Well, Santos interfered with her, so it could have actually been interference on Santos.
Yeah, it's just that retaliation stuff that you really got to watch.
Well, the Raiders with a short 19-second power play here. They got enough, maybe a couple of plays, and maybe see if we can find the back of the net on the always tough Huggins.
Benko scrambled that draw, comes to the line and gets squeaks by Borbandy, and that probably is going to do it for the power play. One last rush for the Raiders. Borbandy throws one up, hits Benko. Benko had a pass deflect and hits Hansen, and that comes back in the neutralized zone, and that with 2 seconds to go in the power play, that's going to do it. Raiders, even strength, try to pass up, hit Santos, and Hansen dumps it in deep. Borbandy tried to poke that one free. She clears and comes back into the zone. Pandas skated up, hit center ice. Nystrom now enters the zone. She's there with Benko. Benko tried to poke that one off, comes right out in front. Good job by the Raiders to tie up sticks out in front, goes into the corner. Borbandy, lucky she didn't get a body checking call there. Comes free, and Borbandy tried to get that puck free, comes right back. Nystrom throws one through traffic, and a good save by the goaltender. Thompson with another nice save, and that comes to the line. Chipped. Oh. Good chance for the Pandas.
Play, but then was able to get up just enough to catch a piece.
Catch a
of that
piece.
one.
Yeah, that was a lucky play. She tried to keep that one outside, but was unable to do so. And Borbandy dove, tried to get that one, and
I don't know how that's not a nice.
because she dove at it. Kept in at the line by the Pandas. The Pandas coming with some pressure off that power play. And now outskates Matthews. Matthews now, she's going to dump it in, and that goes into the bench.
High and long. Well, it was a good, a bit of a good puck possession there to come down the ice, and unfortunately Matthews just went to mean it to put it off the glass, but put a little bit too much mustard on it, and it just about hit the ceiling. So it might have clipped somebody. I didn't quite see, but
No,
just in case, it's just
I think it
outside
might
the
have hit off
radar.
someone's helmet there on the bench, yeah. Pandas win the face-off, go D to D at center ice. They come in the zone. Taylor tries to get it by Santos, can't do so. Klusen rims it around. McKibben on the half boards, kicks it by a player. Can't get it out of the zone though. Kept in at the line. That one comes right out in front, whistled wide by Taylor. Pandas fans want a cross-checking penalty. I'm not sure. I don't disagree with them.
It's exactly the same play that she did earlier in the game to the same player, so I think there's just a little bit of retribution going on there.
Yeah, Raiders ice it. We'll get a face-off and regroup here.
Oh, Matthews doing a little bit of ice capade work there. Did you see that? She was cutting back through the middle, lost an edge, and
She made it look like, yeah, I meant to do that.
Looked pretty impressive, really.
14-17, the shots on goal. 9:35 to go here in the third period of play. 2-1 for the Pandas. Scramble draw, comes back to the line. Ingram tried to force that, got it free though, and Hansen has it. She throws it up off the boards, and Wiltshire tries to get it out. She gets it in the center ice zone. Nystrom gets it back to the D. Abear puts one up, and Trotter has it hop over her stick. She's got to skate hard on it. She's going to stop behind her net, throws it up the boards for Hansen. Hansen, with a little bit of room, throws one into the feet of Santos, and now Santos with some room. Santos falls on her own player. That one dove right towards, oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
We touched the puck, ref. You can blow the whistle.
The unfortunate part of that is Bastardash went down behind the net, hit Sydney
Trotter, who then hit.
Who didn't fall over, and then unfortunately Sydney retaliated when it came down later, and the tripped Trotter. So
Trotter's going to go for 2 minutes. Not happy about it, but it is what it is, and the Raiders go back on the penalty kill. Seems like that's our favorite special teams today, is the penalty kill. Raiders win that draw. Poor Bandy gets it back into the Benko, working hard trying to get it. Shot comes through. That one whistles wide. Good job there by the Raiders, and Benko now with a chance. Thrown all the way back down in. That's going to rim around, and Santos is going to have to go in against Santos on this one. Santos pushes down Santos. Puck comes back to the line for Long. Comes across, shot through traffic. It's easy save by Phelan Thompson. 1:29 to go into Trotter's penalty. 8:26 to go here in the third period of play.
Well, with 8.5 minutes left, whether you're killing a penalty or not, you have to start maybe taking some risks here and there. And the Raiders are going to have to make a few risky plays, even though they're killing here, just to start to get back in this one.
Hobbs in to take the face off. She scrambles that draw, but Sage Taylor gets it back to the point. They set it up on the half boards, back to the point. Shot through traffic, good save by the keeper. She didn't see that at all, but managed to do that. Elliott couldn't find the handle on that loose puck. She pushes her player off, keeps it in the corner, and finally it's fished free by Nystrom, or Jarvis. Jarvis back to the point for Abear. Abear to Jarvis. Jarvis with some room, comes through, throws it right out in front, and they score. Looks like Sage Taylor got a stick on that one and put it into the empty net. It in the corner, and Pandas take a 3-1 lead. Nice power play goal. Jarvis back to the point for Abear. 1 minute even to go in that power play. Jarvis with some room. 7:57 to go here in the third period play. The Raiders have a 2-goal hole they got to get out of. Looks like Sage Taylor got a stick on that one and put it in. When you take this many penalties, it's inevitable they cash in one or two, and they just drove hard to the net and put it in the back of the net there.
Well, the Pandas power play is pretty good when you got a player like Sage Taylor down low in the net. You're going to take a pretty big body to move her out of the way, and unfortunately, just that's
Penham
what
Shan
happens.
scrambles that draw. Raiders get control. Comes right out in front, and the goalie's going to have to cover that one up. Well, the Raiders might need a little rally music here. We need a goal. Get back in this game here. Penham Shan scrambles the draw into the half boards. Santos couldn't keep it at the line. Reed, good back check by Penham Shan though. Ingram takes a slash. Penham Shan now skates it up to center ice. She comes into the zone, can't get it by the defender, and Black has it, and she pushes it back to number two. Number two back behind the net for the Pandas. Dispossessed by Ingram. Ingram battling hard and keeping that puck in the corner. Raiders get control of it. Skate it out. Matthews pinned against the boards. Reed comes in. Shot, that's deflected by Trotter, and it goes into the corner. Clouston there pinches her player off. And that's going to be icing by the Raiders. Just a missed pass to Matthews, and the puck's going to come all the way back 200 feet.
Well, the Raiders really got to take some risks now, being down 2 with 7 minutes left. So got to pull out all the stops, and hopefully we can get back within one and make it a little bit tight for the Pandas down the wire.
Raiders win that draw. Elliott battling hard, pokes the puck free. She should be winning that battle in the corner. Nystrom gets the puck, kicks it free. Elliott, lucky she didn't take a cross-checking call there. Cluson pushes her man off and gets that puck free. Can't get it past the line. It comes right out in front. Cluson doing a good job. Gets that puck free. Now she has some speed. Skates through a check. That's interference, plain and simple. Oh my God, she got absolutely high-sticked and there's no call. Unbelievable, there's no call on that. Linesman, you can go tell the ref you saw it and let him know. That could have been a 4-minuter because she had skated by, had the puck, girl came right through, got her right up underneath the chin.
Are whining about that when there's somebody close to us, all we can hear every time we touch them, and
Nothing said there, obviously, so.
She skated right through the check and ended up getting a face full.
Payback's not always such a great thing when the Raiders are involved.
Borbandy tried her patented push forward play, and Abby Borbandy gathers up the loose puck in her own zone. She goes around the boards, hits Benko. Benko, gets hammered by Buttle. No call there. Chipped up and out. Now Benko in a little bit of a race. Hobbs gathers up the loose puck in the zone. Tried to get a pass across. That's deflected. And it comes out, and Buttle has it. She's going to take a little bit of a rub out by Hobbs and comes back to the defender. D to D. The captain of the Mrs. Santos and Kaya Borbandy has it. She throws one up right into the middle. Kaya Borbandy goes in, leaves it for Benko. Benko right back to Hobbs. Hobbs with a hard shot, steered aside by the goaltender. She saw that the whole way, no traffic in front. It's 5:33 to go here in the third period of play. Santos gathers up the puck. Sage Taylor in on the forecheck, takes a big whack at Santos. Raiders dump it in, and Huggins settles that one for the defenseman. Comes to the line, comes to the half board, Taylor having her way with Crowson. That one comes off the boards and out into the center ice, and the Raiders push it back in, and it comes right down the middle, and Santos is going to gather up that loose puck. Santos behind her net, circles against some pressure, goes D to D. Elliott puts a blind pass right up the middle. No one there. Comes right back at them, and Wiltshire's now going to have a chance to exit the zone. She's going to throw a pass up into the neutralized zone. Comes off McKibben's stick, and she was checked by Black, and it goes right back in. Panda's just happy to clog up the neutral zone here and not allow anything coming into their own zone. Wiltshire comes through center ice. She's going to dump it in deep and go for a change, and the Raiders dump it in and go on the forecheck. Penham Shand tried to cut off a pass, couldn't do it. Kept in at the line, though. Ingram couldn't keep it in, though. Asha Hansen loses the hand a little bit, but gets it up into the neutralized zone where Murdoch has it. Murdoch battling with Kaylee. Penham Shand pushes it back down, and Chloe Reed gathers it up for the Pandas. 4:07 to go here in the third period of play. The Raiders need a goal desperately, and the Pandas gather up control. Hansen takes a little bit of a risk. We need to take some risks here, and Trotter gathers up the puck behind the net, puts it up off the boards. Right to Nystrom, though, and Nystrom pushes it right back in, and Trotter gathers it up, throws it around the boards, and hits, that looks like Claire Hobbs. Hobbs was pushed off the puck, and that one skitters wide and off into the corner, and Hansen has it. She pushes it up the boards. Benko working hard on the half boards, trying to kick that puck free. Can't really see it on the boards. That one comes back. Oh, good save by the goaltenders. That deflected off the leg of Trotter. That could have been a costly mistake. And the Raiders come away with a loose puck. The captain, Borbandy, gathers up some speed behind her net, chips it up off the half boards, and Benko lifts up a stick, and Hobbs now in on the forecheck. Bear has the puck under the forecheck of Hobbs. Hobbs trying to gather that up. That should be icing, and it will be.
3:02 left in the third period, so the Raiders got to mount something here pretty quick. Pandas have had most of the pressure here the last few minutes, but hopefully we can get some momentum going our way, get one back, and then possibly look at pulling a goalie and trying to get the tie game. Coach Borbandy calling the timeout by the looks of it.
Trying to drop a play here. Hopefully we can get a goal here with 3 minutes to go and put us back in the game.
Well, pretty important face-off coming up. We got to win, and for sure trying to get it back and try to get a shot and crash the net. Probably it's just maybe settle the nerves a little bit and see what happens here. with Coach Borbandi and Coach Linnaeus are both drawing up some plays. So 3:02 left. Shots on goal are 20 to 14 now for the Pandas. So Pandas last probably 10 minutes definitely got a few.
They were buoyed by a whole bunch of power plays, and really I think that sapped a lot of energy out of the Raiders having to kill. I think we must have had to kill at least 10 penalties today.
The difference for momentum today, just with the missing players and the amount of power plays, but that's the way hockey goes. You got to show up, play with what you got, and you got to play with what the ref gives you too. So
with that,
you can make something out of this.
Empty net for the Raiders. They're going with 6 attackers. Cluson to take this draw. Panda kicked out. Santos comes in to take it against Cluson. Cluson wins that draw. Raiders get it back to the line. Santos goes D to D for Borbandi. Borbandi with a hard shot. Goaltender grabs that loose puck.
A little bit of pushing and shoving going on in front of the net.
Raiders doing exactly what they need to do, though. Get a shot, crash the net. That rebound was up in the air, and the goaltender just managed to track it down and grab it out of the air.
That goaltender's got to know that she's got players coming on her quick. Another win.
Borbandi gets it back. Santos with a shot. Glove saved by the goaltender.
Another great job off the face-off.
Again.
Houston wins 2 in a row, gets it back to the defenseman, and Santos and Borbandi are letting some bombs go from the back, and all the wingers are crashing on the net, so I think that's pretty much how it's drawn up.
You know what? If you keep it simple, draw it up, get it back to the point, get some traffic in front. Pandas get that draw, though, but it's in the corner, and the Raiders are hard on it. Raiders get that puck free, comes back to the line. Borbandi tries a shot. That was deflected in the corner. Matthews is on it. She chips it there for Cluson. Cluson battling hard. She's being hooked by Reed. Borbandi pinches down. Borbandi getting in there. Cluson. And finally the Pandas get it to the line. Santos pinches down and she keeps it in. Raiders battling hard trying to get back in this game. Comes right out in front. The Pandas get it out. Captain Kai Borbandi fires it back in.
Should have regrouped on that one, but now you got to get on it quick, which it looks like they might have a chance. Oh,
good job there by Wiltshire. She poked that puck free and Pedam Shand on it. Gets it back into the zone. Borbandi with 2 minutes to go in the game. Net empty for the Raiders. Wiltshire on that puck. And now Benko goes into the corner alongside Elliott. Elliott kicks it, keeps that puck alive, and is trying to kick it free. Leaves it there. Comes into the corner again. Elliott couldn't keep it in, and Pedam Shand does. Pedam Shand with a headshot. Wow. No call on that. Comes back the line for Elliott. Elliott fires one way wide, just hoping for a little bit of a deflection, and Trotter out. Trotter puts it to Benko. Benko right out in front, just missed by Wiltshire. And finally, Reed comes out. She's going to try for the empty net. She doesn't do it, and that should be icing. That was icing. There was no tip on that. She shot it from the flyer right here.
Everything right all game, figured it was a tip, but the referee says no, and that's the way it goes. So
oh, the referee is saying it was a tip, and that was an incorrect whistle.
All right, there you go. Well, like I said,
I didn't see any tip on that.
You got to give with what the stripes give you. And
Raiders win a draw again. Santos gathers up that puck, dumps it in deep. Raiders going in on the forecheck.
Raiders goalie still out. Minute and 15 left in the game.
We need to get a couple of shots on net here and see if we can get going. Good job by the Raiders to really pound on that puck in the corner, but unfortunately it's not going to move anywhere, and we'll get a face-off. Oh, he's calling it outside the zone?
How can it be outside,
the
when
zone?
You got 3 Raiders trying to work it up the wall?
That can't be outside the zone,
why
sir.
Would the Raiders want it?
Yeah, we want it free.
Again, you got to give what the ref gives you, and unfortunately he's had quite the day.
1:06 to go. Pandas now taking a timeout.
Pandas this time, so yeah, Borbandi definitely doesn't like that one.
Borbandi is asking all about that call.
That's Borbandi saying maybe it will delay a game. He's not wrong in saying that. The Pandas holding on the wall. You got 3 Raiders in there trying to work it. We're certainly not trying to hold it, but again, it is what it is. So the puck comes out just outside the Pandas zone, and we got a minute and 6 seconds left in the game. So it's got to get a quick one and maybe get 2 lucky ones. But I mean, getting 2 past Huggins this late in the game is going to be a tough job, but it's not impossible. But we've been playing good with the 6 girls on the ice at least. So see if we can get going here. Makes for an exciting end of the game no matter what.
Exactly. Clifton in to take this draw. She's won the last 3 or 4 here. See if she can get another one against Reed. Scramble draw. That one the Pandas control. Raiders work hard to try and get it out. Abby Borbandi puts it back in.
Last minute of play in the 3rd period.
That's offside, and the Raiders will have to have another face-off here in the neutral ice zone.
Just those lucky bounces. The pucks just won't stay on the side that it's supposed to. It's just one of those days for the Raiders. That and the Pandas are playing well on the wall.
McKibben going way wide here. Raiders win that draw. That was the right play. McKibben started to skate back because she thought that draw was lost. That's going to be icing. So the Raiders do get a face-off draw coming up in the
49.3 seconds left in the game. And always dangerous Borbandi line comes out. Borbandi and Banco with Matthews and Pettensham, Trotter, and the other Borbandi.
Borbandi in to take this draw. Reed doing some real banner work here in the last 3 minutes. I think she's taking every draw. Banco gathers up the puck, gets it to Borbandi back at the point. Borbandi, Trotter, throws one through traffic, and she's unable to get it by, and that's going to be a race here. And
Good job by Abby
Borbandi
to get back on that one.
Not allow that, and Trotter takes the man out hard in the corner. Trotter pinches her off again. Matthews doing a good job against Reed. 20 seconds to go here, and the Raiders skated out. Puck comes up off the boards, goes into the middle of the ice. Pettensham couldn't get to that puck, and she's dumped by Hey-Bear. No call there.
The refs had his whistle put away for a while there. The Raiders had a couple of
Pettensham going right in on her check. Check tried to actually hammer her. There's one on Matthews. And the Pandas take this one 3-1.
Coach Linney is yelling across to Coach Borbandi, and it's kind of like a bad idea, I would think. Coach Borbandi, pretty big dude, so I'm not sure what
I don't know what the vitriol is between the two of those, but
anyways, it's always great to have a little bit of excitement during the game, and it is what it is.
With that, the battle for second place goes to the Pandas today. Unfortunately, the Raiders dropped this one 3-1.
So the Pandas move back into second place, and unfortunately for the Raiders, this missing 5 players is definitely a big hole on the team. But you know what? They did a pretty good job, and you know what? Give hats off to Fallon Thompson for a great game coming up from
Midget AAA start. You know, coming out there and playing a great game.
The Raiders
faced a lot of good shots and made some really good saves here in the tight second period when she needed to keep this game tight at 2-0. She came up with a couple of big saves.
The other goalie that didn't see any action today, but she'll play next weekend, I'm sure, is Sarah Kerr, and she's from the Calgary.
Airdrie Lightning.
Oh, Airdrie Lightning. So it's great to see. That's the great thing about the Midget Elite stream is that it's a great opportunity for some girls to go down and play again at a higher level and get chances to come up and play the AAA level. There is a big jump, but she's had a great game, so hats off to her to step into a first AAA game. I can only imagine the nerves before the game, so great job.
With that, we'll sign off, and we'll look forward to seeing you next weekend when the Raiders take a road trip to Lloydminster and Edmonton. So second game against the Pandas, which will, I imagine, be a key game in the season. If we want to have a second place, that's the one we're going to need to take.
Again, a tough weekend with a bunch of missing players with Lloyd and Pandas, but you know what? For the most part, we had a lot of girls step up in this game, I thought. So it was a great job on the Raider girls. So not the end of the world. You know, lots of positives tonight, but unfortunately, the Pandas take this one 3-1.
The good news is everybody makes the playoffs.
Little tougher to make the provincials with Calgary Fire hosting this year and St. Albert looking to be a lock. So Calgary will be there as the host. St. Albert will be a lock. So those 2 last open spots will be between Red Deer, the Pandas,
Lloydminster
and Okotoks. So should be an interesting end of the season.
With that, thanks to Jason Clouston, and I've been Peter Kieran. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We'll sign off.